polar regions are the blank parts of our world. It's inaccessible both in the Arctic and in the Antarctica, and that's why we have little knowledge there compared to other parts of the world. And it's also so important to learn more about these regions. The most prominent example of how the world is affected by changes in the polar regions is melting glaciers and the effect on the global sea level. UNEP estimated some years ago that 140 million people would be directly affected, which means wet on their feet, by 1 meter sea level rise. That is an example that shows that what's going on in the polar regions have a very, very important impact on the rest of the world. In the Fram Centre, for example, where there are many polar scientists, there is a very strong combination of being in the office, handling data, studying data, analyzing it, being in laboratories, and also being out there in the real world to understand what's going on, doing their sampling, measurements, and so on. Sea ice in the Arctic is maybe the parameter on the planet that changes the fastest. And the climate models that are going to give us these projections for future climate, they have totally underestimated how fast this melting of the sea ice has happened, especially in the summer. That's why scientists go up there and they try to learn, understand the system, find out why have climate models this weakness, and then send it back for improving the models so we can have a better precision on future projections. The overall goal is to deliver best science on natural and social sciences regarding the high north or the Arctic in particular, and also contribute to a sustainable management of these areas. So our knowledge is also fed into national policy and national management, and in turn also taken over to the international arena. For example, our work goes into the Arctic Council, which is a very important body for policy shaping in the Arctic, but also into IPCC and the global climate negotiations. Since the knowledge, and to some extent the lack of knowledge, concerning the polar regions is so important, almost a key to understand the future, and which feeds into social security, to economical perspectives, into migration of people, into basically every part of how our society, world society, will develop. The polar regions plays a key element in this, so it's a huge responsibility. And it's very important that we lean all our decisions on competence, and here the polar regions plays an important role.